The door slammed shut behind her. Not slowly, not gently, violently. Clara spun around, her breath catching in her throat as dust exploded into the air. The sound echoed through the empty halls like something alive, something watching. She hadn't touched the door. No one had. And yet, it had closed. By itself. A cold wave crawled up her spine. Because in that moment, Clara knew something she couldn't explain. She wasn't alone. A whisper drifted through the corridor. Soft. Close. You came back. Clara froze. Her fingers tightened around her camera. Just like you promised. Her heart began to pound. Because there was only one problem. She had never been here before. Or at least, that's what she believed. Before we go further, if you enjoy stories that pull you in and don't let go, hit subscribe and drop a like. It helps more than you think. And trust me, this story only gets darker from here. Hawthorne Manor had been abandoned for over 4 decades. No visitors. No caretakers. No reason for anyone to return. Locals avoided even mentioning its name. And when they did, their voices dropped, like the walls themselves might be listening. Some said it was haunted. Others said it was cursed. But the oldest stories? They said something far worse. They said the house remembered. And if it remembered you, it would call you back. Clara didn't believe in any of that. At least, not before today. She was a photographer. The kind who chased forgotten places, silent ruins, and abandoned buildings that still carried echoes of the past. Old hospitals, empty schools, broken homes frozen in time. But Hawthorne Manor? This place didn't just feel abandoned. It felt waiting. And the strangest part? She hadn't been looking for it. Not really. The road appeared while she was driving. Narrow, overgrown, almost hidden between thick trees. It wasn't on her map. She almost missed it. Almost. But something made her stop. Something made her turn. And now, she was here, standing inside a house she had never seen before, yet somehow recognized. Quick pause. Where are you watching from right now? What time is it there? And what's the weather like? I read every comment. The air inside the manor was heavy. Not just dusty. Heavy. Like it carried years of silence pressing down on her chest. Every step Clara took echoed too loudly, bouncing off cracked walls and high ceilings. She lifted her camera, trying to focus. Click. The shutter snapped. But when she looked at the screen, static. Lines of distortion crawled across the image. Her brows furrowed. Great, she muttered. Not now. She adjusted the lens and tried again. Click. This time the image appeared, and her blood ran cold. There was someone in the photo, standing behind her. Tall. Still. Watching.
Who's there?
Clara's breath hitched as she slowly turned around.
What do you want?
Nothing. The hallway stretched empty
Stay
behind
back!
her. No movement. No sound. Just silence. But the
Who's
feeling
there?
remained. That heavy, suffocating
What do you
awareness.
want?
That she was being watched. Then,
Stay back!
footsteps. Soft. Measured. Right behind her. She spun around
Who's
again.
there?
Hello. Her voice sounded
What
small.
do you want?
Weak. No answer. But the whisper
Stay
came
back!
Closer this time. Right next to her ear. Clara. Her entire
Who's
body
there?
locked up. Because she hadn't told
What do you
anyone she
want?
was coming here. Not a single person.
Stay
So
back!
how did it know her name? If this is already getting to you, drop a like right now. Because you're not even close to the worst part yet. She needed to leave. Now. Clara turned and rushed back toward the entrance. Her boots hit the wooden floor harder, faster, echoing with urgency. She grabbed the door handle. Pulled. Nothing. She pulled harder. The door didn't move. Panic crept in. No, 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 no. She tried again. Still nothing. It was like the door had fused shut. Her breathing quickened as she ran to the nearest window. Locked. Every single one. Her phone. No signal. Of course. Of course there wasn't. That's when she saw them. The portraits. Dozens of them. Lining the hallway like silent witnesses. Clara stepped closer, her fear momentarily replaced by confusion. Each painting showed the same woman. Same eyes. Same face. Same expression. Her expression. Clara's stomach dropped. That's not possible. She moved down the line, her pulse pounding in her ears. Each portrait was dated. The same woman. Aging. Changing. But always. Her. Her hands trembled. This doesn't make sense. Then she reached the final painting. And everything inside her stopped. It wasn't finished. The face was incomplete. Like the artist never had the chance to finish it. Or, like they were still waiting to. Beside it, carved deep into the wall, were 3 words. Wait for me. And that's when it hit her. Not a thought. not a realization. Something deeper. Memories. Not imagined. Not created. Remembered. Laughter echoing through these halls. Warm candlelight flickering across polished floors. Music playing softly in the distance. And a man, standing in front of her, looking at her like she was the only thing that existed. Elias. His name came to her without effort. Elias Hawthorne. And suddenly, she knew. Elias had loved her. No, obsessed over her. In another life, she had been Eleanor, the woman in the paintings, the woman in the memories, the woman who tried to leave. But Elias wouldn't let her. He locked the doors, sealed the windows, turned the manor into a prison, all for love, or what he believed love was. She remembered the fear, the arguments, the desperate attempts to escape, and the promise he made the night everything ended. If you leave me in this life, you'll come back in the next. Her chest tightened. No. Clara shook her head, stepping back. No, that's not real. But deep down, she knew it was. The door creaked. Slowly, softly, opening just enough to let light spill in. Freedom. Clara stared at it. This was her chance. Her only chance. She ran. Every instinct in her body screamed at her to get out. To leave. To never look back. Her hand reached for the door. Then she heard it. A whisper. Broken. Fading. Right behind her. Don't leave me again. She froze. Tears filled her eyes before she even understood why. Because part of her still remembered him. Still felt something. Something twisted. Something wrong. But real. Her grip on the door tightened. This wasn't love. It was control. It was obsession. It was a prison dressed as devotion. And this time, she wasn't staying. Clara stepped through the door. Into the light. Into freedom. And behind her, the door slammed shut. Hard. Final. The whisper faded into silence. Waiting. Again. So tell me, if you were Clara, would you have stayed? Or would you have left, knowing part of you might still belong there? Drop your answer in the comments. And don't forget to say where you're watching from, what time it is, and what the weather's like where you are. Like the video if this gave you chills. And subscribe for more stories that don't just scare you. They stay with you.